this is Christian Swan with the Shooting Channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about your basic draw. And what I'd like to do is show you how to break that down into 4 basic steps that will kind of help you get control of the madness. There is a method to it, trust me. What happens when you don't break it down is you end up getting that bowling effect. If you're ever at the range and somebody says you're bowling, this is what you're doing. So we don't want to do that. And also I wanted to show you one of the firearms I'm using today is called the SIRD. This is the SIRD Pro. I won't go into a lot of detail about it on this video, but Google it. It is awesome. It's excellent to practice your mag changes. It's the same weight of the firearm, a Glock. Looks, feels. You can do mag changes, 2 lasers, 1 showing you're on target, 1 for that trigger. Anyway, let's break this down. So we're going to start off with 1. Your left hand, if you're right-handed, your left hand, think of your left hand as your combat hand. It's up here in case anything happens. So you've got 1 is drawing it from the trigger, actually bringing the firearm up. 2 is, at this point, pointing it to the target. So 3 is, I want you to overextend this left hand, your combat hand, almost like you're shaking hands and you're overextending it to the point of, I like to think my wrist is, or it feels like it's hurting just a little bit to where you're overextending it. I want you to slide your hand into that, into your left palm. Your fingers should be pointed in an upward position. The left side here, there should not be any gap whatsoever. These thumbs are just laying on top of each other. The most important thing with recoil, guys, is if you're having recoil or the guy at the range says you need to shoot a 22 because a 45 kicks too much, well, probably you just need to work on that grip. Yes, it does kick a little bit more, but nothing that you can't handle if you have good grip control. So just make sure that you're in back of the gun, kind of bracing it. And 4 is from this position, you're just pushing out. So again, 1 is up, 2 pointing at your target, 3 is you're coming up to your left combat hand and sliding into position. 4 is you're sliding out to your target. 3, 2, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and at this point, I want you to check your grip. I want you to walk around, go to the mirror, and make sure that your 4 fingers are pointing in that upward position. It's real easy to do this. I want them up in an upward position. Finger high off the trigger. No gap back here. I want you almost like you're pushing. I want you to brace. Where's the brace? Your hand is the brace. I want you high in a C position and your thumbs on top of each other. And your pressure is back here on your palms. And as you push out, the palms tighten up. Okay? You don't have to tighten up like a madman. Your palms tighten as you push out. So just like that. And also I want you to remember, as you're moving your body, wherever you're at, this is the position that you want to be in. So as you draw your weapon, wherever you're at right here is where your shoulders and head needs to be. You should not have a lot of wasted body movement. I don't know how many times we're at the range and you see this. They draw, they're here, and then they squat. So you are really off base. So just no body movement. You don't need all that wasted movement. It takes up time. What you want to work on is get your timer out and get to the point that you are doing split times and you are figuring out where it's taking you the most time to get to these positions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And then as you come back 3, this is here, and this is where you want to check your 6, and then down, and then hoster. Okay? So here, check, and then back down, and hoster. Now, I just did a story on shooting in the now, and it's really different for a lot of you guys. I'm sure most of you have not heard of this, but one thing I've been working on, and it's really has done a tremendous amount of good for me, and I've also done it with a few of my clients, and they have made amazing improvement. But it is actually filling each movement. What I want you to do is in each step of your draw, whether it's 1, 2, 3, or 4, but for instance, say you're at the 3 position and you're right here. I want you to hold this for 2 minutes. I want you to hold each position for 2 minutes. Don't move your body, but I want you to take deep breaths, just as if you're meditating. And I want you to feel, don't think about anything, just let your thoughts come and go. And then I want you to suddenly start feeling your body. You're going to start feeling the muscles tense up. You'll feel muscles starting to twitch, and you think, well, 2 minutes isn't a long time, but trust me, you'll start feeling it, especially when you're out here. But just feel these muscles. Start to feel your arms, feel your shoulders, your back, even your legs and your feet, and start to begin to feel, am I on the balls of my feet? Is my weight forward? What am I feeling right now? What hurts? Where am I feeling that at? And I really want you to focus on those muscles and get a true meaning of that position, because what you're going to find is maybe you're not in the most natural stance that you could possibly be in. And what I found is just by tweaking my position just a little bit to get a more natural stance to where it's not hurting me, has really, really improved my shooting. So give this a try. Definitely not for everybody, but it will definitely show you what you're working on. Especially women, shooting, especially rifle and shotgun, takes a lot of upper body muscles. So even with your rifle, especially with your rifle and shotgun, but take your rifle and hold it for 2 minutes and start to feel where it's hurting in your body. And what you'll realize is that a lot of guys will teach, well, you need to be down here, you need to be lower, and you need to brace yourself. Well, not really. In fact, with the rifle, what I find is a closer in stance with my elbow out is giving me, this is where my strength is. So you'll see that once you hold your rifle there for a few minutes, you'll start seeing what feels good and what feels natural. And work on that and see if that doesn't improve. And I'd love to hear from you and see your thoughts and hear how it helped you. Thanks again, and remember, check me out on christianswan.me, also on Conversations Under the Wine Tree, and don't forget to drop by the Shooting Channel and check them out as well. Remember, guys, everything that happened today should have happened, because it did. Have a great day.